Hey, how's it going? Mr. Deadman of Hard Talk Radio and Rant and Chill. I got a question for you guys and ladies out there. When you give a critical opinion of a band that's really popular, that has a very active and passionate fan base, don't you expect them to react to your opinion? Isn't that the expectation? Like, even if you say something mild like, I think that band is trash. I don't really care much for that band. Or that band looks like they lip sync. Or that band looks like they're not really, I don't really like them. If you say that, let's say about K-pop, BTS, what happens? They're going to be like, you're an idiot. They're going to come at you. Is that an example of a horrible, mean, toxic fandom? First off, I think that phrase is loaded and BS and just a label and a smear. And that's a whole other topic for a rant and chill. But no, what that is to me is a sign that that's a very passionate fan base. And okay, so you expressed your opinion. Which, fine, good, do that. You don't like BTS. But if the BTS fandom, if their BTS army comes at you, don't cry. Don't just label and smear them as like deplorables or horrible people because they're very passionate about it. You don't like it. You voiced that you don't like it. So these other people come out and say, hey, you're an idiot. This doesn't have anything to do with BTS. It has very much to do with Babymetal. And this guy named, I don't know what his name is, but the channel is Rock MBA. I think his take on this is really stupid. He says that Babymetal has a horrible or the worst mean fandom, a very mean fandom, because he kicked a hornet's nest. He made fun of Babymetal. He did a mild critique, which, okay, he did a mild critique. I'll give him that. He did a mild critique of Babymetal with some things that were not completely accurate. And then, of course, what's going to happen is same thing that happens when you make a mild critique of a band or an e-celeb or a YouTuber is their fans are going to respond. They're going to react. They're going to say, hey, that's not accurate. Or they may call you names. They may call you names. Is that there's a couple of people that call you names? Does that really show like the rest of the fans? Does that really show the behavior of the rest of the fans? No, not at all. Besides, what happens when you upset people who really very much passionately love something? Oh, well, they're going to come after you. They will. That's their favorite thing. You just made fun of their favorite thing. Well, now they're going to come after you. Anyway, let him explain this.
I saw that one coming, but another group of very, very, very mean and very hateful fans that I did not see coming is Baby.
Very, very mean and very, very hateful. Look at that. Very, very mean and very, very hateful. I have experienced a lot of love from Babymetal fans. A lot of love. Okay? I've had some criticisms in the past. I've just experienced love. Okay?
Babymetal. Holy shit, they are brutal. I had no idea that this was the case until I made that video.
Like I said, name any popular band, have any sort of criticism of that band, and you're going to have fans that come after you. That's going to happen. Does that mean that the fandom is toxic or bad or mean? No, it doesn't mean that at all. What it means is you expressed your opinion. They don't like that opinion. So now they're expressing their opinion. And then what this guy does, this grown adult, he cries because he doesn't like that Babymetal fans expressed their opinion back at him. So he's free to give it out his opinion, but they're not. Okay. Sounds a little hypocritical. Sounds a little silly. And yeah.
A few months ago about Poppy and Babymetal, where I was very, very mildly critical of Babymetal and pointed out the fact that they used to lip sync. And then hundreds.
So not only just criticism, but put some stuff that was a little bit erroneous. So did they used to lip sync? Yeah, like back in the day, I think. I don't know that 100%. I don't know. That doesn't really matter because they don't do that now, right? And I saw his take. He was like, oh, they lip sync and they don't play their own instruments, which, okay, true. They are a performance piece. They are an entertainment package. Clearly, they have a band behind them that does play. They do play their stuff. And when they play live, you see them. Of course, he would only know that if he really cared about the band and actually paid attention to the band. But what's happening here, there's this guy, NBA, whatever his name is, he's not really interested in Babymetal. He doesn't really like them per se. So he made some criticisms, made what he considers a mild critique. It rubs some Babymetal fans the wrong way. So they had a reaction. The reaction, I thought, was pretty mild too. If there were some people that maybe went a little too far, called him too mean of names or whatever, hurt his feelings, a grown man getting hurt feelings over names on the internet, come on, grow up. Where's your spine? But even if that happened, that doesn't paint everyone else as a horrible, mean person. It doesn't paint the whole Babymetal fan community or whatever as just horrible, mean people. There's a lot of love, a lot of passion for this band. Like I said before, pick a band. Pick an E-Celeb, pick a performer. If there's a lot of passion around them, a lot of support around them, if you go at them, you better have your facts straight. You better have your facts straight, man, because they're going to respond. They are going to respond.
Or maybe even thousands of their fans showed up to tell me what a fucking idiot I am. I did not.
And what's wrong with that? If you make a criticism of a band or a performer or whatever, they have the right to respond and say, hey, you're a fucking idiot. That doesn't mean they're toxic or mean. It means you just need to grow up and get thick skin. What's wrong with you? Apparently you get tattoos. You can take that pain. I can't take being called mean names. Whatever.
Not see that one coming at all. Although in hindsight, I probably should have.
See, now he's gonna dig his heels in and make fun of the Babymetal community a little bit more. And watch this.
On the internet, there's a single unwritten rule. Don't fuck with K-pop fans.
I mean, think about it. Their fandom is like the Venn diagram overlap of weeaboos and metal fans. Two groups that are bad enough on their own and are...
Okay, two groups that are bad enough on their own, metal fans and weeaboo fans. I used to be a weeb, not really a weeb anymore. I used to watch a lot of anime. I got really involved in it. Used to sell that stuff. Yeah, sure. There's some weird things about the weeb fandom, I guess. I don't know. Anime fans? Yeah, sure. But I'm not going to paint them all with a broad stroke. Look at this guy. A problem with this guy is that he just does these like broad stroke, like labeling everybody in the group as this. And when people respond, he's like, no, I'm right. I'm the czar, and you guys are hurting my feelings, and I'm going to call everyone, toxic or mean or whatever. It's like, okay.
Are absolute cancer when you combine them with the added yuck factor of their fans.
You see, that's an example of his mild criticism. Weeaboo fans and metal fans, when you combine them together, are weeaboo fans and metal fans are cancer, and when you can combine them together, it's even more cancer. That is the example of his mild criticism. So really what it is here, this NBA guy was throwing mud, slinging shit at Babymetal fans, and Babymetal fans were slinging shit back. And he wants to cry about it. Okay. You know what? If he were to see this, and maybe he does, I don't know. He'll be like, oh, look, Mr. Deadman is an example of a very, very mean, very, very hateful person in the Babymetal, I guess, fandom or whatever. It's like, no, I'm pointing it out that you're an idiot. That's what I'm doing. I'm pointing it out that you're just a fucking idiot. Grow up. Get thick skin.
Fans who are like older guys with ponytails who like them for, let's just say, questionable reasons. So
okay, that's the PEDO argument about Babymetal. Is there an underlying weirdness back in a couple years ago with Babymetal? I guess, I suppose so. I was gonna do a stream about that because I was looking into it, but I mean, I don't see that because a lot of the Facebook fan communities, they take down those like anything that really sexualizes any of the girls, anything at all. In fact, if anything, they're not even sold in that sort of way. They're not even marketed in a sexual way at all, in the slightest. I know J-pop has a questionable history, questionable present, right? What happens there with those girls, with those performers? And the question is, what does Babymetal have? But I haven't seen anything like that. And besides, guess what? The girls are not. They're not 16 anymore. Okay, they're not 14 anymore. If someone had if some grown adult thought a Sue metal, whatever was hot or something, or Moa metal was hot, then okay, that's not creepy at all. Anyway.
Whether you like Babymetal or not, my advice is avoid their fans like the plague. They're easily one of the worst fandoms I have ever encountered.
Oh, Babymetal's the worst fandoms he has ever encountered. See, I wasn't exaggerating. The worst fandoms that he ever encountered. Well, what do you guys think of that? I'm going to wrap this video up here. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. You guys, take it easy.